Well, as promised, I'm here to tell you about the type of breast cancer I have. I was recently diagnosed February 15 with inflammatory breast cancer. I'm stage 4. I'll go into that later. So the type of breast cancer I have, it's only makes up about 1 to 5% of all breast cancers, and it's not a very good thing to have when you're young. It's not a good thing to have, period, but especially when you're younger, it can affect you more as if you're older. It's not like your regular breast cancer where you feel a bump or a lump on your breast. It normally comes up out of nowhere and it's caught at the late stage of 3 and 4. I got a lump on my clavicle bone, and I went to the ER. I first was misdiagnosed. I went home with Tylenol, then I went back again, and then they finally did a CT scan where I had a mass underneath my armpit, and then they realized what it was. After that, I got a bunch of tests, a biopsy, a CT scan, an ultrasound, a PET scan. It's a lot of stuff that they do to you to diagnose you and to see the treatment options. Unfortunately, with me, I got a spot on my pelvic bone, which means that my cancer spread from my breast to my lymph nodes to my skin to my bone. So that's considered stage 4. And like I said earlier, this cancer, when it's caught, normally it's caught at a late stage, either stage 3 or 4. And I had never heard of it until I was diagnosed myself. So I feel it's very important for all the women out there to know that if you see a lump, it doesn't necessarily have to be on your breast. It could be on your clavicle bone. And normally with this type of breast cancer, you will not feel a bump on your breast like regular breast cancer. Your breast will, one breast will get larger than the other, and then you'll have a rash, and then the lump on your clavicle bone and swollen lymph nodes. It's very hard to detect with self-testing. If it's something that you really got to keep an eye out for. And I'm just sharing this information to try and see if I could help anybody. It's hard to be going through this. It's a lot of chemo, it's a lot of stress. I mean, mine is terminal, so they don't give you many options after that except do your treatments and hope that the cancer won't spread more. And medicine has gotten better, so I could live for many more years, hopefully. We're praying on it. I have a very good support system. Very grateful for my family and my friends, and a lot of people who are praying for me.
All the people that are diagnosed right now that have your type of cancer right now, what do you have to say to them? What do you have to tell them? That they're not alone, right?
No, they're not alone, and they could hang in there. I'm trying my best because my kids are my strength and I love them to death, and I want to be here longer. It's hard to know that I won't be here for them, but I'm going to try my best, and at the end of the day, I'm a woman of faith and a woman of God, and I know that He has the last word, and I'm just trying to do the best I can with whatever treatment options I have, and what they tell me to do, I do. I never miss an appointment, and I felt really bad at first that I did not notice this and that something was wrong, but then the doctor reassured me that a lot of women don't know about this, and I personally, like I said, I had never heard about it. I just want everybody to know that breast cancer is not just a lump on your breast. It could be a lump on your clavicle bone, it could be swollen lymph nodes, thickening of the skin, inflated breasts, a rash kind of thing, inverted nipples. It's just a lot of different symptoms that you get that's not normally what you would think would be breast cancer. I had a lot of numbness on my right arm and a lot of pain. It's very painful. And the treatment is very aggressive when they do them, because just the severity and how advanced it is once they actually diagnose it. It's never really caught at an early stage. And I was reassured that medicine has gotten better, so I hope to be here many more years, and I'll keep updating you guys on my journey. And to all the women out there who's going through the same thing as me, hang in there. We can do this. Bye.
That's good.